Welcome. My name is Sean. I'll be guiding you through your Zoho Voice journey. In this tutorial, we'll walk through how to set up a Zoho Voice account using an existing Zoho account so you can get a working business phone system ready for your team. So, our first step would be uh, going to the Zoho Voice website or landing page and then click sign in. And okay, here's what. If you don't have a Zoho account yet, you can just click sign up now and sign up your account here. And if you already have a Zoho account, which would be what I would be doing, just follow through what I'm doing. Sign in. So I'll use this account for signing in. Password. And once you've gone through, it will ask you something like this if you for the first time, or if you haven't set up any OTP or something like that for your super admin account, and then you'll be led to the Zoho Voice landing page. Now, to set up your account for the first time, or you're just setting up your Zoho Voice after created a Zoho account, you will just have to go to the settings. And in here, you can change your name. You can change your name here, your email. Well, your email will be automatically provided based on the email that you use to register your Zoho account. And the company, you can write down the company name, your company name, and set the language, set the time zone where you want to be set for your when you want to contact your leads or deals or anything. You may set your time zone based on your location, and you may set a default country here. So this will be used to set as default outgoing country in dialpad. So what I mean by that is when you come to contacts and you want to add a contact, it will be automatically be based here. The country code will be based on the country you have set in your settings. So that would be the default setting for your country. And the date format, you can change this as much as you want into any given or any preference you like, and which format you want for your clock. If you want it in a 12-hour format or 24-hour format, you want it to be, yeah. If you want to have a voicemail greeting for voicemail call or for voicemails, I mean, you can set it up here. So now there are additional things when you set up a Zoho Voice account. You have to come to know that there is a credits here. So when you are creating a Zoho Voice account and you want to uh, get a number or something like that, or you want to go call someone or maybe you want to call your lead, it's important to have credits, as if you're not using a specific type of number, for example a personal number used in Zoho Voice, you'd be using the credits. So how to add credits? So you click here to add credits, and then you'll be led to the Zoho store, and then you will be provided these set of options for you, or of the product of you want to upgrade to. So whether you want it to be yearly or monthly. Let's say you want monthly, but if you're solo, you can just buy an add-on, and then you can just write how many voice credits you want, how many additional users you have, something like that. But if you're going to be a team and you want to pay for monthly, just click upgrade and do the same. So it's important that you include, or you have to upgrade first if you want to have a successful usage of the Zoho Voice functionalities, as you require credits in order to call and receive any inbound calls or text, something like that. As you can see here, you'll check in the voice rates. So here we have inbound rates for United States, which is our default country. You'll see here that for types of numbers used to receive calls, we have here for mobile and landline, and you'll see that for every landline or mobile inbound calls, we'd have this amount, or 0.085 or 0.02. It's a minimal amount for uh, it's a minimal charge really for each credit. You may have like 100 credits, and then you can for each type that you have chosen. For example, you've chosen local, that would give you pretty much a long time. This is for inbound. Yeah. So let's check for outbound. So for outbound, it would be a bit different, as you can see here. So for each outbound call from a landline or mobile, this would be the amount. And for add-ons, these are things that you would be seeing. Well, these are important things to know when you want to set up your Zoho Voice account, as it's important to manage how many credits you want to buy before you subscribe to Zoho Voice. So there you come to subscription, and here you can subscribe here, so you can directly buy credits, or you can upgrade your plan. So let's say I want to directly buy my credits, and see here it will just be sending you to the same location. Now, other than the credits other than the credits you want to set up, you want to set up the departments as well. So for departments, this is where you want to divide agents. If you have like maybe 50, 25, or just a lot of agents in your team or in your department or in your organization, you may want to use departments so that you can manage each team of agents, so that you can just associate them to a department and then associate supervisors to them and supervisor plus, and so that these can be managed properly when providing numbers, as numbers are can be shared and some type of numbers cannot be shared. Okay, just know that other modules here, other pages cannot be managed unless you upgrade your subscription. So when you have upgraded your subscription, you'll be able to, for example, set business hours for your team. You may be able to store audio files or download audio files into your Zoho Voice team. Yeah, and then you may be able to, for example, in here, you don't need a subscription for this, but yeah, you can set up a profile so that you can record calls for if you have any certain departments you want their calls to be recorded with the client or the deals or the leads. You can set up a profile, set up a profile here, and the thing is, it won't be viewable for you, as you would need to upgrade your subscription so that you'll be able to access the recorded conversations. Yeah, so I'll be seeing you later to talk about the other Zoho Voice implementations, functionalities that you may be able to use in your daily life for Zoho Voice. Before you can start making and receiving calls in Zoho Voice, you need a business phone number. Purchasing a number is quick and it gives your team a professional line that you can assign to users to connect to call flows and monitor through all call logs and reports. Hello, my name is Sean, and I'll be guiding you on how to purchase a phone number in Zoho Voice. So let's start off by you logging in into the Zoho Voice. So once you've logged in, you just have to go to the numbers module. And then as you can see here, there are a lot of things that you'll be seeing. So here we have the numbers column, the location, the types, the cost, and the actions. So what do we talk about first? So first, let's talk about the location. So you have to set a location where you want to buy the phone numbers, where if you want to buy in the United States, from the United Kingdom, from Australia, or whichever country that you want. But for now, let's just say we want to buy a phone number from the United States. And then we want to select a phone number. But as you can see here, there are types of phone numbers here. So what are these different types? So let us first identify these. So we have toll-free types, a type, a local type, and a personal type. Let's start with a local, personal, or personal numbers. So a personal number is a direct and user-specific number that can only be assigned to one individual user. So these numbers are both country specific and area specific, so having the capability of handling one call at a time. And personal numbers can be used for receiving and making international calls. So this includes in all aspects when you're purchasing a phone number, but when you purchase a number in Zoho Voice, you have to submit a local address proof for the requested area code and a business registration letter. I'll show you that a bit later. So right now, that's one of the types that exists in Zoho Voice. But the other one, but you won't be able to see here, is a personal unlimited. So a personal unlimited number functions like a personal number, but it allows unlimited free local inbound and outbound calls for the assigned user. So these numbers are also country specific and can be purchased with the required area code. So personal unlimited numbers can handle only one call at a time, just like the personal number. So when someone calls you your personal unlimited number or make an outbound call, there are no charges to you. However, the caller or receiver will be charged based on their calling plan. And to purchase the personal unlimited number, it would be the same. You would know it's a personal unlimited number as there will be a unlimited text here on the next to the personal type. So the next type that we're going to discuss is the local number type. So as you can see here, there will be a local type here. And local numbers are similar to personal numbers, but can be assigned to multiple users and can handle multiple calls simultaneously. So multiple users can be associated to a local number, while a personal number can only be associated to individual users. So it can't be shared. Okay. So these are typically used by sales and support teams where a single number can be shared among multiple users through call queues or interactive voice response systems or IVRs. And just the same as other from the previous number type, you would just need a local address proof for the requested area code and business registration letter when purchasing this number. Okay, then let's move on to the last type, which is the toll-free number, which is, as you can see here, toll-free numbers let the callers or customers call you for free with all charges billed to you. Only you'll be billed charge for incoming calls. So outbound calls there will be no charges. Incoming call charges for toll-free charge numbers will be slightly higher than the incoming call rates for local numbers, since the caller is not charged for that call. Toll-free numbers are reachable inside the country only. So uh, outside the United States, it's not going to be reachable. Uh, Disclaimers for toll-free numbers is outgoing calls are not guaranteed via toll-free numbers. That's one, just I mentioned. And reachability from other countries is not guaranteed. So, uh, when you're getting incoming calls from other countries or outside your country, it's not guaranteed that the call will reach your number if you're using a toll-free number. So toll-free numbers can handle multiple calls at a time and can be assigned to multiple users, just like the local number. And just as mentioned earlier, to purchase a toll-free number, you would need the local address proof for the registered area code and business registration letter. Next, as you can see here, there would be costs, and these costs are from here, the credits. So you have to purchase credits in Zoho Voice in order to be able to purchase numbers. So if you don't have any credits, you can't purchase any number. And any you have to mind the costs here, because every month it would be billed from your credits. The number, I mean, will be billed from your credits. So yeah, depending on the type that you have. For example, for local numbers, every month only one credit will be billed on your credits for Zoho Voice, or for uh, toll-free accounts, it would be two, and for personal numbers, it would be three. There, there are for personal unlimited. If we can find one, there was one where if it's personal unlimited, it would be 10 credits per month. So it would be much more expensive, but with the pros of using personal unlimited, you may want to buy that number if you want to. So now, let's say we want to purchase a local number, and let's say if we want this number, just have to click buy number, and then you can see here it will show you the info of local numbers can be assigned to multiple users, and etc, etc. You can just read that on your own. But yeah, just I mentioned earlier, you will need a local address proof from the city that you're requesting your number from, and you'll have to upload some necessary documents. For example, the business registration letter. So you press continue, and it will show here the number that you're purchasing, the location that you're purchasing, the type, and what it can do. And you can write here the display what will this number be associated to, not an agent, but what this number would be called. For example, I want to call this the outbound number 1, and then I would have to select an address, but I don't have one, so I have to add a new address. So this would be personal. This would be the documents from your business. You have to uh, upload these documents, and then if you have set up your agents, you can associate an agent immediately with this number. So you can add a numerous amount, because as mentioned, local numbers can handle multiple calls and multiple users at a time. So yeah, and then when everything is done, you just have to click buy, and then after that, when you have purchased it, it will just notify you, and you'll be able to see it when you come to the users, and you'll be able to associate a number to an agent. So that is how to purchase a phone number in Zoho Voice. And today I'm going to run you through on how to invite users and assign roles into your Zoho Voice organization. So for now, you have to log in to your Zoho Voice account, and then once you're logged in, go from dashboard to users, And here in the users, as you can see, there is here an add users button. So you just have to click that, and then you want to add the users that you want to add. Let's say I want to add myself, Sean, and email, Sean, gmail.com, and then we want a language to be whatever you want to choose. Just Yes, you can notice there are limited amount of languages that's available in Zoho Voice. So there's German, French, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Dutch, but let's just use English. In the time zone that you want to use, let's say I want to use the Philippine time zone. So there's here the Philippine Standard Time, and then you can here select a role for the user. So in here we have the admin, supervisor plus, supervisor, and technician. So let me run you through on what these roles do. So what can each of these roles do? But you can see here there would be a note here on what these roles are able to do. But let's just run through a bit about for each role. So let's start first. The user that we're using, this user role is the super admin. So I have the access to everything here in Zoho Voice. So the super admin is the first user to sign up for Zoho Voice on behalf of an organization. So when you have created this Zoho Voice account, this would be when you have created a Zoho Voice account and then created an organization, this would be the account that you have used to create this account would be the super admin. So this user has the highest level of access and full control over the system. Yes. And the super admin can manage all users here. Assign roles. They can assign the roles here. Configure the settings here, and access every part of Zoho Voice based on the purchase plan. So currently this is just the free plan for the Zoho Voice for our demonstration. So I'll just show you a bit what we can do just using the Zoho free plan. So let's go back here and let's add a user. And let's see what's next. Admin. So admins in Zoho Voice have the same extensive privileges as super admin and can perform most of the same operations. So they can access all call logs, so all logs here, and recordings for all the purchase numbers. So all purchase numbers that are that have logs for recordings, logs for recordings, and just standard calls, they will have access to it. So admins have the authority to add new users, so they can add new users, assign roles, and manage users within their hierarchical scope. So they can manage other users below them. So admins can manage these roles, but they can't manage the super admin. So that's the boundary for admins. Next is the supervisor plus. So the supervisor plus role enhances the standard supervisor role by granting additional privileges for managing settings and users. So these additional privileges are they can remove or update the roles of supervisors, technicians, or telephony agents under their scope. As you can see, there are no telephony agents here. I'll show you in a bit on how to add a telephony agent or what these telephony agents are. And however, only super admin and admins can assign users to a supervisor plus role. Okay, they can access to all call logs and recordings here and of supervisors and technicians that were assigned to them. They can edit the call configuration for their assigned outgoing numbers, provided the super admin or admin has granted them edit access. So if you provided the supervisor plus an edit access they are able to configure the calls here. They can manage queues here. They can manage queues by adding agents who fall under their scope of supervision, and they can also update the queue profile. So once you have added a queue here, Supervisor Plus can manage this as well. Just take note, while editing a queue, any agents can be removed if required. And lastly, they can view, download, and listen to the IVR audio files. So let's see here. Okay. When you come here in the audio files, they would be able to view and listen or download to any recordings here. So if you can notice here, you would need to upgrade your subscription in order to access the IVR audio and the other tabs. So the next role would be the supervisor here. So supervisors can create other supervisors and technicians. So yeah, supervisor and technician. They can remove or update the technician roles under their supervision. So if they are under here, under them. So if their role is a supervisor and they have associated agents under them, so and these agents are the technicians, they are able to manage them. So, however, only super admins and admins can assign technicians to a supervisor. So yeah, only super admins and admins. Note, if a supervisor and technicians are created by Supervisor Plus, the Supervisor Plus has the authority to assign those technicians to the supervisor they have created. And they will be able to view the call logs and recordings of technicians assigned to them. And lastly, we have the technician role. So if you add the user as a technician, then you will have to assign them at least one phone number. So when we set here technician, you have to assign a outgoing number for them and a department. Yeah. And this ensures technicians can view call details and initiate calls using their assigned numbers. If a number hasn't been assigned yet, you can add it later. It's, as you can see, it's just an optional field. But yeah, they won't be able to they won't be able to call, or their call logs won't be recorded or be logged in the logs module. And they will have access to the Zoho Voice interface with limited privileges. So they'll only be able to maybe see a few of these modules, or they have they can't really add users or such, or export users, depending on the permissions that they have. Next, and I mentioned earlier that we have telephony agent, right? So telephony agents can only be added if you're using a enterprise subscription for Zoho Voice. So if you have a Zoho Voice enterprise subscription or enterprise edition of Zoho, then you'll be able to add telephony agents. So telephony agents are free agents included while purchasing the enterprise telephony edition. So for each admin user license, you get a 10 free telephony agents. So for, let's see here, go to the users. So for each admin users, they can have 10 free telephone agents associated with them. You'll be able to see that when you are able to associate telephony agent to them. So during telephony integration with other Zoho in-house products like Zoho One, Zoho CRM, Desk, Recruit, and others, admins can add up to 10 telephone agents for integration. These agents don't have access to the Zoho Voice interface, like none. I'll show it to you in a bit what it looks like for them. And they have access to Z Dialer, which is this one, and I'll teach you on how to use the Z Dialer on the next video. And they can make or receive calls directly from the phone bridged enabled Zoho application or using the Z Dialer mobile app. or the browser extension, which is what we're using right now. So yeah, let's go back here. So yeah, after you have chosen a role, depending on the role that you've chosen, you'll have to assign a department to them. So these departments are where you can like divide the users, or yeah, divide the users, or on where on yeah on which supervisors they will be on with and such, so that you can differentiate each usage of or numbers. So yeah, there are many ways to do this, but when you're adding a user into, or inviting a user into Zoho Voice, this is how you do it. And then for admin, you don't add anything. Supervisor plus, you can associate an agent to them. Once again, department. For supervisor, same. And lastly, technician. And you can just select a outgoing number, as I mentioned earlier. And then after you've done all that, you just have to click save. And then when you click save, an email will be sent to the agent or to the user, and they just have to click on that email so that they will be able to be added into the Zoho Voice organization. So that is it for on how to invite users and add them into your Zoho Voice environment. So in our previous videos, I've taught you on how to set up your Zoho Voice account, how to choose and purchase phone numbers, and how to invite users and assign roles into your Zoho Voice organization. So today, now I'm going to teach you on how to make your first call using Zoho Voice. So let's you have to first log into your Zoho account, and then let's go to contacts. And in here, you can import a contact, yeah, or not only import, you can also manually add your contact here, uh, and you can add your mobile number here for them. So why am I talking about adding contacts? So you are adding contacts so that you'll be able to uh, create call these leads or deals or whatever you have for them. You may be able to set them into your organization that you'll be able to quickly call them just here. So you can see here there's a call button, and then there's a number here, and you may be able to edit this contact if you want. Yeah. So if you want to try to call them, you just have to click this button, and then as you can see, because we're using a free plan account, we won't be able to contact this number because we don't have a number set up. As you'll be seeing in a short bit, see, error, no, the ID number is assigned to this agent. There's no number assigned to me because we're just using a free plan. And yeah, and when you're calling an agent, or when you're calling, I mean, a lead or a deal, credits will be used when you are calling them. So yeah, just take note of that. And then what else? So you can use Zoho Voice in other platforms as well, not only here in the not only here in Zoho Voice. So as you can see here, let's go to leads, into the CRM, and then you can scroll here, and as you've noticed, we can call these. We have this button to call them, but it's not connected to Zoho Voice. So we want to connect this to Zoho Voice so that when we call this, we're using our organization's credits to call them, not our personal numbers. So you just have to click here in these three dots, go to the extension, and visit Chrome Web Store and type ZDialer. Then once you're here, just click here and then click Add to Chrome, and then add extension. You just have to wait because you'll have to download and install into your browser first. And once it's installed and downloaded, then we can just go back to the leads or the CRM, and then you'll see it's not showing up yet. Why? Because we have not connected this Z-Dialer extension to our account yet. As you can see, nothing. So just have to connect it. So click on this extension, and then once you've clicked on it, just have to click refresh. Now it has not appeared yet because there's a pop-up, and in this pop-up you have to allow the Zoho Voice to uh, access your browser. So click accept, and now you just have to go back here to the extension and click it again so that it will load and connect to your Zoho Voice. So it's your Zoho account. Now, as you can see here, the Zoho Voice icon is here, and then Zoho Voice icons for here. And you'll now be able to call these numbers whenever you want in the CRM or in any platform. Let's just click refresh in a bit, and then let's go back. See, so when I click on these, click the call, and then it will show that's an invalid number because the number is not from the US. It's not using the US format, just like this. Or if you want to manually call someone, just click on this icon, and then you can set here a number you want to call, and then maybe you want to set an area code first or your country code first, then call them. And then you may want to be able to access the contacts from using here. You just click this button, and then you'll be able to see the contacts here in your organization, the other agents in your organization, your logs, the voicemails you have, and the settings. In the settings, this would be personal, so it's not gonna affect other agents or users. So when you click on this, it would be set to your preference. Okay, so that's about it for making your first call using Zoho Voice. Thank you for watching.